Life has a strange way of testing the ones it plans to bless. You don't always understand it while you're in it. The long nights, the quiet battles, the heavy burdens no one sees. But one day it all makes sense. You see, suffering is not the end. It's the beginning. A beginning of strength. A beginning of endurance. A beginning of something greater than what you thought possible. When the pain feels endless, remember this: suffer now, win later. That's not just a phrase. It's a path. The path walked by warriors, legends, and those who dared to be more than average. Now let's walk through this together, one truth at a time. The pain you feel today is not punishment, it's preparation. It may feel like the world is weighing down on your shoulders, like every step forward is met with resistance. But that pressure you're under, it's not meant to crush you. It's meant to shape you. Just as fire forges steel and storms deepen roots, the struggle you face right now is building something within you that comfort never could. Pain has a purpose. It strips away the unnecessary, humbles the ego, and introduces you to your true self. It teaches you patience when you want results, discipline when you want ease, and perseverance when everything in you says to quit. And while others run from the hard things, you endure them. Because deep down, you understand this truth: strength isn't built on sunny days. It's built in the rain, in the dark, in the quiet hours where no one is watching, and giving up would be easier. Tomorrow's strength doesn't arrive by chance. It is earned, one painful, determined step at a time. And when you stand in that future, more grounded, more powerful, more unshakable, you'll look back and realize that the pain was never your enemy. It was your teacher, your trainer, the very thing that made you ready for what's next. So don't despise the discomfort. Embrace it, because it's the birthplace of your strength. Discipline isn't glamorous. It's not always exciting. In fact, most days, it feels repetitive, exhausting, and thankless. But that's the point. Discipline is what kicks in when motivation runs out. It's waking up early when you'd rather sleep. It's showing up for the workout, the grind, the practice, the hard conversations, especially when every part of you wants to escape. And yet, you don't just do it. You do it with intention, with focus, with a quiet fire inside you that says, this matters, even if it's hard. That's what separates winners from wishers. Anybody can perform when it's easy. Anybody can take action when they feel like it. But discipline is different. It's an act of devotion. It says, I may hate this moment, but I love what it's building. It's doing the uncomfortable tasks with the mindset of someone who understands the mission. You treat every rep, every hour of study, every small habit like it's sacred, because it is. It's the groundwork for the life you say you want. When you move with discipline, you don't need applause. You don't wait to feel ready. You do it anyway. And eventually something shifts. The hard things start to feel natural. The resistance becomes routine. And one day, what you once hated becomes part of who you are. Not because you love the pain, but because you've learned to love what it's producing. So yes, discipline is doing what you hate, but doing it like you love it. That's what makes it powerful. That's what makes it unstoppable. That's what makes you unstoppable. The burn you feel right now, the exhaustion, the heartbreak, the mental strain, it's real. It stings. It tests every ounce of your will. But here's the truth, it's temporary. It's not meant to last forever. It's meant to transform you. The very thing that feels like it's breaking you down is actually breaking you open. Building resilience, sharpening your edges, and forging a version of you that doesn't back down when things get hard. Every challenge, every disappointment, every sleepless night, it's fire. But fire doesn't just destroy. It purifies. It refines. It reveals what's solid and burns away what's weak. And while most people fear the fire, you learn to walk through it. You learn that the burn won't kill you. It will strengthen you. The heat might rise, but so do you. Because once you've been through it, once you've faced adversity and didn't fold, once you've felt pain and kept moving, you don't scare easy anymore. You stop running from the heat. You stop doubting your durability. That temporary burn becomes your proof that you can take pressure. You can endure. You can survive what others retreat from. And that's how you become fireproof. Not untouchable, but unshakable. Not immune to pain, but no longer ruled by it. You know how it feels to be burned, and you know how to rise from the ashes. So let the burn do its work. Let it refine you. Because every second you endure it, you're stepping closer to becoming a force nothing can melt. Comfort feels good. It's safe, predictable, familiar. But the truth is, comfort is where dreams go to die. It whispers lies like, "You've done enough," or "You'll try tomorrow." It convinces you that settling is better than striving, that ease is more valuable than growth. But deep down, you know better. You weren't made to play small. You weren't built to just coast through life. Progress demands pressure. It requires movement. And movement only happens when you step outside what's easy. The moment you start choosing comfort over challenge, you start slowing down your evolution. Growth doesn't happen in the zone where everything is convenient. It happens in the stretch, where things are uncertain, awkward, even painful. That's where muscles are built, mentally and physically. That's where character is tested. That's where transformation takes root. The person you want to become is not sitting in a comfortable life. They are out there, grinding, failing, learning, adjusting, doing the hard things. Every time you avoid discomfort, you rob yourself of becoming who you're capable of being. Progress asks you to be uncomfortable on purpose. It asks you to take risks, to face rejection, to outgrow environments, and even people who no longer serve your mission. And it won't feel good in the moment. But later, it will feel worth it. So if it feels too easy, too quiet, too routine, it's time to check yourself. Because you weren't designed for a life of comfort. You were designed to climb, to stretch, to rise. And the higher you want to go, the more discomfort you have to embrace. Comfort is the enemy of progress, because it keeps you still, and you were born to move. Scars are often seen as signs of weakness, reminders of mistakes, or symbols of failure, but they're not. They are proof that you lived through something that tried to break you. Proof that you stood in the storm and made it out the other side. Every scar you carry is not a label that defines you. It's a lesson that refined you. It doesn't say, "I'm broken." It says, "I survived." The world may try to make you wear your pain like shame, but you weren't meant to hide your scars. You were meant to own them. Because those marks carry wisdom, wisdom you earned. They teach you who you can trust, what you deserve, how strong you really are, and what you will never tolerate again. They speak of battles that no one saw, nights you cried alone, decisions that were hard but necessary. And through it all, you grew. You are not your past. You are not your trauma. You are not the pain you once felt. And the scar doesn't mean the wound is still open. It means it healed. It means it closed. And now it carries the story of your rise, not your fall. Some people will try to judge you by your scars. That just means they never learned how to heal their own. But you turned your wounds into wisdom. You took the lessons and kept going. And the more you embrace them, the more powerful you become. Because when you realize that every scar was a stepping stone, not a stopping point, you stop being ashamed and start being unstoppable. People will cheer when you win. They'll show up when the spotlight's on you, when your name is being celebrated, when success is loud. But what they won't see, what they'll never fully understand, is everything it took for you to get there. They won't see the grind, the late nights, the early mornings, the sacrifices that cost you sleep, comfort, even relationships. They don't see the quiet battles, the self-doubt you fought through, the days you wanted to quit but didn't. They only see the highlight reel, never the behind, the scenes work that made it all possible. Glory is public, but the grind is painfully private. That's the part where your real character is built, where no applause is given, where no recognition exists. It's just you, your work, and your willpower. And that's the part that makes the difference. Not talent, not luck, not shortcuts. Just consistency. Just grit. Just the refusal to give up when no one's watching. But here's the powerful thing about the grind. Even if no one sees it, it shows. It shows in the results. It shows in the confidence you carry, the discipline in your habits, the excellence in your craft. And when the moment of glory finally comes, it's not just a victory. It's a reveal of everything you built in silence, a reveal of the process that forged you. So don't chase the glory. Commit to the grind, because the day is coming when the same people who overlooked your effort will be the ones in awe of your results. And by then, you won't need to prove anything, because your work will speak for itself. There will be days when quitting feels like the easiest option, when everything in you is tired, your body worn out, your mind clouded, your heart questioning why you're still trying. It's in those moments, when the weight feels unbearable and the progress feels invisible, that your future is quietly being decided. And the choice is simple, though never easy. Do you stop here? Or do you keep going? What you don't see now, but one day will, is that every time you push through the pain, every time you choose perseverance over comfort, you are building a future that's stronger, wiser, and more capable than you ever imagined. That future version of you, the one standing in strength, walking in purpose, glowing with peace. That version is only possible because you chose not to give up today. Your future self will remember how hard this season was, and they won't criticize you for struggling. They'll thank you for continuing. They'll look back at the breaking point and say, "That was the moment I was made." Every step you take now, no matter how small, is casting a vote for the life you want to live. Even when it doesn't look like it's working, even when the path seems unclear, the effort still counts. The discipline still matters. The commitment still compounds. It's easy to want results today, but greatness is always delayed. It's never instant. That's why most people don't make it. They quit too soon. But you, if you choose to keep moving, even just one step at a time, your future self will rise from your perseverance. They'll carry the rewards, the wisdom, and the joy you earned in silence. So suffer now. Struggle now. Because the reward later, it won't just be a trophy. It'll be peace. It'll be purpose. It'll be purpose that you were always meant to rise. And when you win, not if, but when, you'll look back at this moment and whisper, "That was the making of me." Keep going.